I saw a video where a woman was talking about, she hate her husband and that because of not wanting to work is why she stays. And I'll tell you this much. I was that woman who, when my ex husband used to come home, I couldn't stand his ass. And that's real. I couldn't stand him. I used to say, why the fuck is he even here? Not knowing that eventually the Creator would have my out completed. Let me tell you something. The more you stay, the more you start to get into bitterness. You already are in anger. And my thing is this: the fear of not wanting to work should keep you there? Hell fucking no. Divorce saved my ass. Divorce saved me in the way that it taught me that I was stronger than what I always thought I was. It taught me that I could do things and carry a whole household by my motherfucking self. Because I was afraid financially to fail. One thing I did was I stepped and grounded my soul into the Creator. And the Creator made sure that I was going to be just fine. Through tears, through anger, through the ups and the downs, I'm grateful. I'll tell you this much. See, I always stood on my own. I could stand on my own. Had places to live on my own that I carried. That man moved in with me. He went from his mama to my house. Went from he obviously can't hold down his own household because why? He went from being in from my understanding, he was in a group home that was for people who were in transition from uh, from addiction. He went from that home to his now wife's home. And they've had several evictions because of that. I'm going to tell you this, sis. Any of you out here who are in a place where you are terrified to leave a situation, stop being scared. Ground yourself in the Creator. One thing about the Creator, he ain't gonna let you fail. I'm living proof of that. I left that man with a daughter that was she was like 2 or 3 months pregnant at the time. No, close to 6 months. No, close to 6 months. So I had to think about my daughter and a granddaughter that was coming into this world. Yes, I got solid and straight and grounded into my faith. And since then, God has never failed me. There's never been a time that he hasn't come to give me something that I needed at the right time. Stop staying in situations being scared. You have to build your faith. You have to know that you're going to be okay. You must know that. You have to know that. You're the only one who got to know that. But let me tell you something. Staying in a situation where you know you can't stand the person that you were married to. I knew I needed to leave that relationship. I knew it. I had known it for a long time. It wasn't just the fact that he would come home and I was unhappy and couldn't stand him. It was also because the thought of that motherfucker touching me. I hated every bit of it. So much so that I used to charge him to have sex with me. You goddamn right. Yes, the fuck I did. That's how unhappy I was. But he thought that was a thrill for him to be able to pay me for sex. Interesting, right? I always said I never wanted to be in a marriage or a relationship with anybody who I don't want to have them to touch me. I don't like their presence. No, I want to welcome the man that comes into my life. I want to welcome that person into my life to feel like, oh man, I can't get enough of them. I enjoy them. And because I now have that, I'm grateful. I love the fact that now I'm in a space in my life where just the thought of this man is just like, uh-huh. You're tap dancing on my soul, baby. That's how I feel. It's like I want more time with him. You know, I don't believe in this staying in relationships for children. I don't believe staying in it for comfort. All that shit. Hell no. Mm-mm. Nope. No. Mm-mm. Your happiness should matter. Your happiness should absolutely matter. Absolutely. And like I said, I left a comment on that video and I said, rest assured, the age of Aquarius, the universe, the divine source, God, because you talking how much you disdain that man. Either he's going to make you stay in it and it's going to become more of a living hell, or he's going to come in and remove that man from you. And that's where you ain't going to have a choice but to do something. Stop saying in relationships that you don't need to be in.